Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Power Play, and I'm joined, as always, with the man who knows way more about hockey than I do and is somehow graciously explaining the intricacies of what's happening to me, Mr. Chris Uminski. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Brian. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Excited to talk a little bit about some playoffs, and I feel like a lot of our conversations have been leading to this point with all the conversations about the Capitals, about the fights, about people, being suspended, and then of course just talking about the Bruins as a whole. So yeah, Chris, let's get into it. Bruins, Capitals, first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. What's top of mind for you?
Well, the first thing that comes to mind, obviously, is Zdeno Chara, who 10 years ago led the Bruins to a Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming back for the playoffs as the enemy.
Yeah, it's tough for anyone who is a Bruins fan to see. One, it was tough to see him go, of course, and then
Oh, yeah.
two, tough to see him sign with Washington, and now three, he's back, but as an enemy. What do you think Chara's going to bring to the series, and what kind of I guess emotions will be on display there for not only players but also for the fans watching?
Well, right now, Zdeno Chara is probably the best thing the Capitals have going for them defensively.
Mm,
They don't have a. The biggest thing they have going against them is their lack of depth. They're they're battered, they're broken, they're injured.
mm,
Even Tom Wilson, the end of last week, had a minor knee injury.
mm,
He's back, but he's getting his karmic retribution.
right.
um, yeah, and then he knows the way the Bruins play playoff hockey.
Mm,
He knows the plays that are going to happen.
right.
He knows how the Bruins approach a team like the Washington Capitals in a playoff situation. And
Mm.
he can bring that knowledge to the Capitals and maybe try to use that to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard to have a former player as the opposition, especially someone who's so deeply ingrained in Bruins. But you mentioned our buddy Tom getting some retribution. So since the last time we talked, he has suffered an injury. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what you think it will, do to his effectiveness in the series?
So in the Capitals' last game, it was a makeup game because of COVID.
Mm,
Um, Tom Wilson suffered a knee injury. It was a knee to knee. He was out for the rest of the game, and I believe he sat the game after that. He is going to be back, but I'm not sure how he's going to be skating. At least, if you
mm,
got a bad knee, skating's hard.
yeah.
Um, he's still. Who knows if he's going to be acting as tough as he usually does? Another
Mm,
big thing the Capitals have going for them is that they are a physical team, as we've
right.
seen the last few weeks.
Mm,
Not even just Tom Wilson, but Zdeno Chara also. So it'll be interesting to see if Tom Wilson and Chara has been sort of in and out the last couple of weeks with injuries. So it'll be interesting to see if they can be as physical as they've been all season
right.
against a Bruins team who is also very physical.
Mm. So obviously, probably imagining it's going to be quite a physical series. What do you think the Capitals have to do in order to pull out the win in this series over the Bruins?
Well, the best thing that they can do is the Bruins are a young team. A lot of these
Mm,
players are rookies. Maybe they've never been in the playoffs before. Maybe this is only their first or second time. Your players like Trent Frederick coming up, and he's actually taken on Tom Wilson before
mm,
in a fight. He didn't win, but he's not
right.
afraid to fight him. He's not afraid to go after him. So it'll be interesting to see how Trent Frederick responds to the pressure. And the another huge storyline is with these goalies. Jeremy Swayman took the backup job from Jarl Halak. So
Mm,
now we have a rookie goalie who'll be appearing in the playoffs in his first season. So it'll be
right.
interesting to see how he responds to that pressure. The best thing the Capitals can do, they're an older team, a little more experienced. Will be It'll be interesting to see how they can take advantage of that lack of experience this Bruins team does have.
Right. So, like you said, the Bruins, young, lack of experience, good for them long term, but we'll see how it stacks up in this series. What do you think their key to win? What gives them the edge in this series over the Capitals?
What gives the Bruins the absolute edge and why I think the Bruins are going to win this series is they have depth like they've never had before. I
Mm,
always mention the first line, the perfection line, whenever we do these videos. Brad Marchand, Patrice Bergeron, David Pastrnak, still on absolute fire. Brad
mhm.
Marchand ended the regular season with 69 points. Nice. And
Absolutely.
and then of course Taylor Hall being brought in at the
Mm,
deadline, putting him on the second line with David Krejci. You have our first and a second line that are great. Then even the third line. The third line has been so productive. The Bruins have depth. That's what's going to win it for them.
how did you think? You think that that's going to carry them? Are there any like players that you want to have us keep an eye on as viewers that you think are going to really stand out in this series for the Bruins?
Oh, definitely watch Taylor Hall. He's
Yeah.
going in. He's going to be looking to get a contract, which I think they'd be stupid to not re-sign him at the end of this
Mm,
season, even if they lose.
right.
Um, look out for Trent Frederick. Also, Trent Frederick, I can expect to see him getting physical. Of
Mm,
course, the first line. David Krejci, who has been sort of like an player in the past, all of a sudden he's in his own. So I'm excited to see how David Krejci is going to be contributing to the goal scoring, to the points, into all of that with that combo with Taylor Hall.
right. Right. All right, Chris. What is your final? Let's lock it in right now. We're recording the day before the game. This is going up the morning before game one. What is your prediction for this series?
I think the Bruins are going to win it in 6 games.
Okay.
It's going to be a competitive series. It's going to come right down to it. I'm saying 6 games.
6 games. Bruins in six. Lock it in. If you're betting, count on it here. No, I don't want to. I don't want people to bet on our words and then be mad at us. But no, I think, like you said, the depth should help them, and I'm just excited. It should be a good series. We talked about it last week. Nothing more exciting than playoff hockey, as far as I'm concerned, in sports. All right, Chris. Anything else you want to touch on before we get on out of here?
Nope, I think that's all I got to say. Last thing is just go Bruins.
Go Bruins, absolutely. Chris, where can they find you online?
I'm on Twitter, Chris_Uminski. I'm also on Facebook if you're into other stuff.
All right, go follow him there. You can follow me on Twitter at the Fake Lamar. The channel, of course, is on Twitter at WG Everything, on Instagram at Wicked Everything, on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Everything, and on TikTok, just search Wicked Everything. And this has been Power Play. Chris, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you
Thank you,
in the
Brian.
next one. We'll probably record about halfway through the series, so we'll have a bit of an update as to what's happening and what we're seeing out there. But yeah, go Bruins. We'll see you next time. Hey, thank you so much for watching that clip. If you liked it, we have a lot more on the channel. And also check out our main channel, youtube.com/wickedgeteverything, for more content. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.